What's up, everybody? Doc Dark 1985. There's levels to this. All right, so let's talk about this. GameStop is about to go out of business. At least that's what it looks like, right? So, how does that affect us, right? How does it affect us that GameStop is going to go out of business? Well, I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but for me, I use GameStop a lot. I used to go to GameStop almost 98% of all video games I've ever purchased have been from GameStop. It hasn't been until recently where I became a PC gamer that I be started getting games from somewhere else. That's it. And the thing is, if you're a budget gamer, if you like to game on a budget, GameStop is your place. I don't care what anybody says. You can pretend like it's not, but it really is. I would walk into GameStop with the mindset of I'm only going to spend $20. Now, granted, you're going to have to be willing to play older games, but there's so many games out there, so many good games out there that you haven't played yet that, man, if you're just willing to wait until a game drops in price, you can get a great deal if you go to GameStop. Because the game itself is going to drop in price, and then when people trade that game in, it drops in price as well when you go to buy it. Okay. The only problem with GameStop that I saw throughout the years was how much they would give you back for a game, right? And I think we can all agree on with that. The trade-in policy for GameStop was ridiculous. They would take you. They would take you for everything you had, right? But what's the alternative? See, sometimes this is what we need to think about. What's the alternative? So right now, I have about 20, probably something around 25, 27 PS3 games that are sitting in my garage right now. Okay, that I know for a fact. One, I looked at on the GameStop app to see how much it would trade in for credit wise. GameStop was gonna give me something like 47 cents, something weird, 47 to like 60 cents. Excuse me. It was something weird like that, and I was like, nah, I'm not giving it away. And this was like a few months ago. I was like, nah, I'm not doing it, not for 67 cents. My pride was like, I prefer to keep it in the garage in my basement. But as it's sitting there in the garage in my basement, it's losing even more value and it's not giving me any money at all. At all. That is that is crazy. So the trading policy for GameStop, I can understand why you would complain about it. Right. Customer service at GameStop. I've been to many different states. My job allows me to move around and stuff. I'm blessed. And the people, GameStop is one of the rare places where, I know it sounds crazy, it's one of the rare places where the people that work there actually want to work there. That's crazy. The people that work there actually want to work there, actually care about video games, actually know about video games for the most part. Now, obviously, there's ones and twosies, but I'm telling you, I've been to many different states. I've been to many different game stops, and I have had great experiences. Yes, of course, they try to upsell you and sell you different things, whatever. That's part of their job. You can't be mad at them. You walk into a car dealership, a dude tries to sell you the super sport car, and you just want the basic package. You can't be mad at him, like that's or her. That's their job, right? So I get it. But when it comes to like when you're talking to them and you feel the passion, whatever, like they really like what they, well, they really like that they're working there. They really like what they do. So that's a huge plus for a store like GameStop. Okay. Look, man, here's another thing. Okay. When I go to the mall with my family, I gotta make a GameStop stop. You have to. Hey, where you going? Oh, I'm gonna go to GameStop. I'll be back in a little bit. But if you don't do that, if you don't go to that GameStop, if you get rid of that GameStop store, now, man, I gotta stay with my family the entire time I'm in the mall. GameStop, you need to figure out a way. You need to figure out a way to stick around. Okay. So digital copies, right? This is what everybody's saying this is gonna go to. Okay. And if you're a PC gamer, GameStop going away really doesn't affect you at all because you know that you can buy games very, very cheap for PC, digitally, right? Cheaper than you could get them on GameStop. So if you're an old school gamer likes to play older games like I do because they're just cheaper, right? PC is the way to go. For $20, you can get four really good games easily. A few different sites you can go to, you get amazing games for freaking $20, and you'll be set for a good amount of time until you gotta buy more games again. Okay, but if you're a console gamer though, GameStop is your place to go get good games at a cheap price because even if you go to like the Sony store or the Microsoft store, and yeah, sometimes they have decent sales and stuff like that, for the most part, when I go on there, most of the games I see on there are very overpriced. Even the older games, I'm just like, nah, I'm not paying that for it. I'll go to GameStop, buy it cheaper, buy the physical copy. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being honest with you. So if you get rid of GameStop, and now the only way we could play older titles is through Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo, their eShops or whatever, or their freaking yeah, their freaking electronic shops or whatever. Man, we're gonna be in for a world of hurt. Trust me, we are gonna be in for a world of hurt if that's the only way we could get older games. I could see a game staying at full price 60. There's games right now on there that are really old that are still $60. That are old. Why are they still $60? I can go to games after a month. You can go to GameStop and buy a game that costs $60. Now it's probably like 40, 45, 50. That's still cheaper than 60. Still cheaper than 60. You go on these online stores like Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, games that are old, and by old I mean like 3 months old, 6 months old, even up to a year old, they're still $60. Like, what are we doing? We need GameStop to stay afloat. Trust me, we do. We do. That physical copy, being able to buy a game, trade it back in. Yes, you're not getting a lot when you trade it in, but you're thinking about the next consumer that you're hooking up when you're doing this. That next dude that doesn't have to pay full price for that game. And if a game is really, 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 really good, it won't be out on the shelf after a month. It won't. It won't. Try getting freaking what was it? Zelda for the for the Nintendo Switch. Try getting that a month after it came out at GameStop. And you guys still got it yet? Nope. Nobody's trading that stuff in. Now you could get it, but nobody was trading that stuff in. The game was really good. The game was really good. Look, man, this is what GameStop needs to do. They need to stop playing around with all the other accessories. Stop selling shirts. Stop selling toys. Stop selling Zelda Link's swords. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Stick to just video games and accessories for video games. Okay, controllers, headsets, whatever. Stick to that, GameStop. If you do that, okay, I believe you can at least stay afloat a little bit longer. Yes, get rid of having a store on every corner, which I'll be honest with you is extremely convenient for me. Like where I'm at right now, there's literally 3 stores within a 10-mile radius. 3 stores. So I could literally look on my app. If I want a game, I'll check with the store nearest me, which is like across the street. Then there's another one 3 blocks down, and then there's another one a little bit further. And I typically get one of those stores has what I want. So that's nice for me. But for you, GameStop, do you really need it? No, you can have one centralized store for a different location. Don't try to be like Walmart or anything like that. Like you don't got that type of money, but it is what it is. So GameStop going out of business is not good for the console gamer. I'm telling you right now. PC gamers, we ain't tripping. We ain't tripping. We've been beating GameStop deals. But console gamers, trust me, right now Sony and Microsoft are like getting excited because they're about to take your wallet for everything. They're about to take your wallet for everything. It's ridiculous. I really hope GameStop stays afloat. I really hope they figure out something because that's where I bought most of my video games. Since I started getting really deep into video games and till now. Only recently, now that I've been gaming on PC, that I really stopped going into GameStop. But I don't know. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Doc Dog 1985. You already know there's levels to this. And GameStop going out of business. That's on a different level. Peace.